Jim Montgomery due to unprofessional conduct. The Dallas Stars, this is from Rue Citizen, he's on Yahoo Canada, dismissed Montgomery due to unprofessional conduct. Dallas Stars expect all their employees to act with integrity and exhibit professional behavior while working for or representing an organization. Star General Manager Jim Nill said the decision was made due to unprofessional conduct inconsistent with the core values and beliefs of the Dallas Stars and the National Hockey. They didn't collaborate any further. Rick Bowness takes over as interim head coach. So he is taking over as interim head coach because Montgomery is now gone. They will not, he said, until concrete details come out, this happened behind closed doors. We'll never know what Montgomery did, but suffices to say that the Stars are taking matters seriously in the years where Calgary Flames head coach Bill Peters resigned after he was revealed to use racial slurs against players. And the Lightning just took the lead, guys, 2-1 on another power play goal by Braden Point. Gary Bettman, guys, if you don't consider Gary Bettman the worst commissioner in all of sports, someone needs to wake up and tell you that he is the worst commissioner in all of sports. He now is going to rule out the possibility of the World Cup in 2021. So hockey fans seeking a true best-on-best international tournament received a disheartening development on Tuesday. This was 2 days ago when this was announced. Again, this is another same contributor on the last article from Yahoo Sports Canada. Gary Bettman wrote out the possibility of a World Cup of Hockey in 2021. Nothing that the league will hold an all-star game instead, according to Sportsnet Chris Johnson. So what that means, guys, is you will not see a World Cup of Hockey, meaning you will not have the players go and represent their team in a World Cup thing. They're not going to be able to do that. That's disappointing. It says the last installation of the World Cup of Hockey was in 2016. So again, that was 3 years ago since the last time that they had done it. But it will not be happening in 2021, according to Gary Bettman, as he's already announced that is not going to happen. As I was referring earlier to my buddy Adam, Seattle could unreveal their name, logos, and colors in February of this upcoming season. Could reveal the logos, design, and colors February or March, perhaps at the same time it announces the name of its league's 33rd team. President CEO Todd Lewicki said following his presentation to the NHL Board of Governors on Monday. Lewicki gave a brief presentation to the board to return to Seattle for a meeting with the NHL Seattle investors on Tuesday. Said he did not receive questions from board members. Everything is great. We're getting ready to see our fans, and that's been Chicken Soup for Our Soul. That's a good book, guys. By the way, if you're into reading books, that's a very good book to read. I actually have Chicken Soup for the Golfer's Soul, and that's it's like almost like a Bible to me, being a golfer. General Manager Rob Francis said last month he hoped that he named would be announced in the first quarter or first half of 2020. So, guys, we're going to have to maybe partly see what the new logo and colors will be, the team name, logo, and colors will be. Maybe within a 2-month period. It'll be exciting because whenever it does happen, I'm going to definitely be talking about it on the show. We're just talking about it could be the Seattle sound and stuff like that. Stuff that that makes sense to go with the Seattle. I mean, I think it would be cool if they were the Supersonics. Unfortunately, I think the NBA holds the rights to that logo and holds the rights to the colors and everything else. Another coach who's been fired is Peter DeBoer from the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks were here, guys, just last week. Last Saturday, when I was at Roller Derby, I'm going to get into Diddley Rival Roller Derby at the end of my show. They lost 7-1, by the way, 7-1 last week. So the Sharks hired him. They are moving on to new head coach. It looks like Steve Spott, Dave Barr, or Johan Hedberg may get the duties to fill in for the recently departed Peter DeBoer, who has been fired. One of my good friends on Facebook, this is about the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. She writes, guys, she actually was the one that got me into writing. She may be coming on Tampa Talk this Monday, so if you guys listen in, I'm hoping that I can get Lauren on my show on Monday to talk about Lightning hockey. She writes very well. Her article, guys, is titled Outstanding Effort at Both Ends Delivers Lightning and Win in Sunrise. Again, this happened 2 nights ago over the Florida Panthers. Fresh off a home loss to the New York Islanders, Tampa Bay Lightning traveled to Sunrise looking for a much-needed 2 points against the Panthers. In a departure from the norm, this game between the Bolts and Cats was low-scoring with the goaltender starting. Andrei Vasilevskiy got the upper hand, but it was an outstanding all-around effort that gave Tampa Bay the hard-fought victory after disappointing was on Monday night. And I could say that, guys, because the reason that I didn't do Tampa Talk on Monday, that's at the hockey game. I had a bad day, guys, all around, and it did not end very well as we lost 5-1 to the Islanders Monday night. I had to sit in a section full of New York Islander fans, and it was not pretty. Not pretty at all. So just leave it at that. The reason that she said that they played so well is Vasilevskiy stands tall. He made 46 saves that night. And the second thing was good defense leads to a second goal. So, again, the defense chipped in, and the Lightning come close to extending the lead, then get a break. So, and then it says extra attacker breaks Vasilevskiy shutout bid. And her 3 stars of the game were Alex Bourne, Sergei Bobrovsky, and Andrei Vasilevskiy were her 3 stars. But I'm going to try to get her on, guys. She's the one that got me into writing on iRock Media. And I'm now writing for NGSC, and I write occasionally for FL.U.ST, occasionally for Bucks Life. And so I would not have any of those opportunities had it not been for her getting me into it. And I probably would not be sitting here doing this right now had it not been for her getting me into writing, because the writing thing came first. Then this came, and I love them both, and I'm going to continue to do both of them moving forward, and I'm looking forward to a full year of both in 2020. So I'm looking for a pretty good year with having 2 podcasts, writing for a couple websites, kind of chipping in here or there for a few of them, but I'm looking forward to continuing to grow in this. Guys like Adam and Lewis and all the guys on Facebook Live that pop in and will comment, Rich and Joe and all them. You guys rock. You guys are the reason that I'm doing this, that I get on here every week and do this. The fact that I can get the love and enjoyment that I get out of talking to you guys about whatever's going on. So moving forward in 2020, guys, that's going to be big for me. So let's jump into Major League Baseball. And there's been some recent contracts, some new contracts. We are in what they call the hot stove part of the MLB season. We'll start with Steven Strasburg re-signing with the defending World Series champions, the Washington Nationals, on a 7-year, $245 million deal. He will average $35 million per season, which breaks the record, at least temporary. David Price previously held the record for total runs minutes to a play pitcher, $217 million, and Zach Greinke held the mark as an average annual value for a pitcher for $34.4 million. But Garrett Cole, I think, just took that over just recently. Again, guys, I'm getting over being sick. I've been dealing with a cold since last week. I'm just getting over this. I felt really good this morning when I woke up, so I'm looking forward to that right there. Strasburg's original deal was to pay him $175 million over 7 years from 2017 to 2023. The new contract ensures he and the Nationals will stay together through at least 2026. So he did sign a new 7-year deal, guys. He is the reigning World Series MVP, and it was a big help with the Nationals winning the World Series. Here's some hot stove trackers. The Yankees bring back Brett Gardner on a 1-year, $12.5 million deal. The New York Mets signed Rick Porcello to a 1-year, $10 million deal, the former Red Sox pitcher. The Angels have expressed interest in Corey Kluber. Of course, if you have not heard, they signed Anthony Rendon. The Dodgers have a deal with Blake Tarian. And the Blue Jays agreed to deal with Tanner Roark as well. Now, here we go with the Yankees. Garrett Cole signs with the Yankees for record-breaking $324 million. So there you go right there. Cole broke the bank. So he signed just after, Strasburg gets signed a 7-year, $245 million deal. He'll get $36 million, topping $35.5 million by Mike Trout. So there again, Garrett Cole did sign with the Yankees. He will join James Paxton, Luis Sereno, and Masahiro Tanaka and J.A. Happ as well on that roster, on that pitching staff. So that will definitely be a staff to mention with. And Mike Oz of Yahoo Sports writes, "There's no excuse for the Yankees after giving Garrett Cole the record deal. Now they should be the favorite. Is a 28th ring, or is it a disappointment? There is no in between. You punt in between when you give Garrett Cole an annual salary that could pay him $1.1 million per start. You punt in between when you're not. Even a week ago, you were willing to give Cole $245 million over 7 years, and almost another $80 million to the deal. So again, he's saying that they should not. They should be the favorite going into the World Series. I'm sure Lewis will be happy to hear that. Study points seem high in MLB's homer surge. Now, this is about baseballs, guys. Of course, starting the winter meeting released that 60% of the jump 2019 record-setting 6,776 homers were hit during the 2019 season. The other 40% attributes to launch conditions. So what they're saying, guys, is that 60% could be attributed to the ball. So again, like we were all predicting, we knew that there had to be something with the ball. And now that is that way, that's what they're saying, that the ball had something to do with over almost 6,800 home runs were hit this past year in 2019. That's amazing to have that many home runs hit and not think that something wasn't up with the ball. Then again, as we said last week, baseball has to do something to kind of keep the fans that want to come back. No one wants to see a no-hitter. I mean, there are a few true baseball fans that still enjoy the no-hitters, but they want to see home runs. They want to see balls fly out of the ballpark. They want to see runs scored. They don't want to go to a 2-1 game. They want to go to a 13-12 game. So that's what the baseball has to kind of turn to. I mean, for a traditional baseball fan who loves, seeing a pitcher go 7 innings and not give up a run and stuff like that. So that's definitely, definitely looking forward. Now, as I told Adam earlier, I said I would get into this, that alleged the cheating will not be completed until 2020. So now what that means is it won't finish its investigation of the Astros till the new year. It could mean January 2020. It could mean April 2020, or it could mean November 2020. With MLB, the new season hanging over its head, that means, guys, that the Astros could not be punished until after the year has already begun. Now, if they finish it in January or April, it'll be right before the season starts. If it doesn't start until November, they don't complete it until November, that means the whole season has gone, most of the season has gone without them finding some kind of of that right there. That's disappointing that they can't come up with that going in there right there. I would agree with that. No hitters are fun if your team throws a no. That's definitely agreeable upon that. I do agree with that. Okay, guys, let's get into the National Football League here. And again, we were just talking about this topic about Michael Vick. Guess what, guys? He's going to serve as a Pro Bowl captain despite popular petition calling for his removal. Michael Vick will serve as the NFL's honorary Pro Bowl captain this year, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said. More than 560,000 people signed a Change.org petition to bar Vic from serving as a captain, a role that